Okay, so I got a message yesterday, a response to a message that I had sent to another YouTube viewer after I saw them post something that was anti-gay. I don't remember exactly what it was. But they sent a response back to me, and I figured, well, I'll just make a video about it instead of actually writing it out because, I think that it's important. So, and I also wanted to demonstrate that this person claims not to be religious, so a lot of people scapegoat religion for homophobia, but I don't believe that religion is so much a root of homophobia as it is a reflection of the homophobia that is in society. So anyway, this person goes by the name of Superiormentality. I truthfully don't know if it's a male or female. I didn't really pay any attention. I'm assuming it's male, but I don't really know. I'm gonna say he, maybe, but I don't really know for sure. So some of the arguments that he brought out against homosexuality was the whole slippery slope argument of, well, once we allow gay people recognition for their relationships, then child molesters and people who have sex with animals are going to want recognition for their relationships. So I understand that you don't have a legitimate argument against homosexuality, and therefore you have to drag in other topics that really don't have anything to do with the subject at hand. I mean, the age of consent is the age of consent. I don't see why that would change or have to change because same-sex relationships are recognized. Gender, age, not exactly the same thing. And then bestiality, I mean, what exactly are you trying to say? Are you saying that, people are less than human? Gay people specifically are less than human, and therefore if you recognize their relationships, well, that's just a step away from, people wanting to have, relationships with sheep or whatever. I mean, not only is that extremely insulting and not a valid argument, but I don't know, it just shows a desperation to me, and it just amazes me that the blindness, I guess, in human nature. I don't know. And then he also went on to say in the same email that the gay people don't care about what's sacred to other people. They just want what they want, and they don't care about the consequences to society, more or less. And to that argument, I'm assuming he's talking about marriage and family, that gay people don't care that it's sacred to heterosexuals, and we're just gonna tromp all over it and that's it. Again, that's very insulting to gay people. It's basically telling them, well, you just need to accept second-class citizenship, because if you don't, then I'm not going to feel as special as I did, because I won't have the heterosexual privilege that I had. I don't know. Really, the only defense of homophobia is sexism, so I don't know. I guess it always amazes me the arguments that people go at length to when it really boils down to that, and they don't understand how I see it, and I guess they're not interested in, they don't see it as being important also. And then one final point I wanted to make about a connection that people try to make. He did not do this in this particular email, but some people try to hypothesize and say that child molestation, being molested as a child, leads to being homosexual in later life. They'll try to make the argument, for example, that a man who has been molested as a young boy, grows up to be with men because he was abused, and then if a woman is raped or molested, then that may cause her to be gay if she's molested by a man. So I don't really understand how that argument is supposed to work. But I digress. The point I wanted to make is I believe that homophobia causes a deep wound on the spirit of gay children that predators can sense. They can sense that weakness, that wound. They know that this is a child that I can target. This is a child that already feels alienated, that already thinks sex is disgusting. This is a child I can manipulate into keeping my secret because they're already keeping secrets. So, for this reason, parents out there, I implore you, if you think that your child might be gay, don't be a jerk, Try to understand where they're coming from. Educate yourself. Please. Thank you.